And then the third step is examine it as your true self. So when you're examining this conflict, you're not seeing it from the point of view of the ego, which is going to defend, which is going to make the other person wrong. And you're going to try to prove you're right or try to fix that conflict out there to feel safe. So notice the tendency when there's a conflict for you to get back to normal, to resolve the conflict because it's uncomfortable. And what we want to do is we want to look at it from that, our true self, our true personality, and saying, ooh, this is interesting. One of our teachers in the Buddhist center we went to in Denver, he said one time someone asked him how he was doing, and he was rubbing his hands together saying, I'm so lucky. I have so many problems. And it was because he liked problems because it helped him fine tune his mind and reach higher levels of consciousness. And then in Kabbalah, they say that every obstacle that comes to you is like a beam of light covered in like dirt and mud, and it looks very unattractive. But if you kind of work with it, you get that light. And so if you knew these conflicts will give you more light, more awareness, more consciousness, more creative ability, then you would welcome more. But we tend to, the ego wants to avoid conflict. So it's not that we want to go out and create conflict all the time, but we want to live out of choice where we're not afraid of conflict, because we know that there's going to be pushback when we're starting something new. There's going to be failures. There's going to be upsets. There's going to be people that are upset. And that's a challenge. And I know for me, as a coach and growing and having people to take care of and clients, it was always that, if we have too many people, it'll be too many people to manage. And I was always trying to avoid conflict. But then now if someone wasn't happy or someone didn't get some product that they ordered, it's like, okay, we could work with this. We can learn. It doesn't have to be this, I'm a bad person and I did something wrong or they're not pleased with me, that I can really just give out of my heart and then know and trust that everything's going to work out for the best, and always put my best out there. So I think it's really powerful for anyone to be able to face conflict in a different way.
Yeah, and that's the real true meaning of you create your life with your thoughts. But when you have the right understanding, because otherwise you're trying to create with your thoughts, but you're still operating from the idea that it's you against the world.
Yeah.
That the external will validate you.
Yes.
And that's not let's say the philosophy out of which that discipline evolved of creating with your thoughts. It evolved out of the philosophy that everything is consciousness. You are the creative power in life. And when you understand that, then that principle becomes true. Your thoughts will create your life. Your thoughts will directly create your life.
But if you're afraid of conflict, the thoughts will tell you, take a little baby step. Don't do, or put it off for next year. It's not the right time. Don't put your dreams on hold. It's a pandemic right now. Just, make sure you're surviving, instead of this conflict. This is an opportunity for me to redefine myself and who I am and create what I want to create in my life, who I'm going to become.